Hello to everyone. In this video, let us discuss buffer solutions. So, what are the buffer solutions? Conceptual things let us learn in this video. Okay. Now, first come to the buffer solutions. The solutions which resist the change in their pH value by the addition of either by the addition of a little amount of an acid or a base are known as buffer solutions. So these solutions will resist the change in their pH value either by the addition of a little amount of an acid or a base. That type of solutions are called buffer solutions. So now one example I give here. For example, if you consider the water, its pH value is 7. But if a little amount of an acid is added, what happens? Its pH value drops from 7. That means it may become 6 or 5 like that. Otherwise, if we add a little amount of base to the water, then what happens here? Its pH value enhances from 7. That might become 8, 9 like that. But buffer solutions, if you consider, either by the addition of a small amount of an acid or a little amount of a base, they will resist the change in their pH value. We can't observe any change in their pH values. That solutions are called buffer solutions. So that natural example for buffer solution is blood. We know the blood pH value 7.4, that always remain at 7.4 if we add a little amount of an acid or a little amount of base. So that solutions are called which one? Buffer solutions. Now here buffer solutions are of two types. First one is acidic buffer solutions. First one is acidic buffer. Second one is basic buffer. One important thing here, acidic buffer means that is not indicating it is having acidic nature or not indicating pH less than 7 like that. Acidic buffer may have pH more than 7 also. So acidic buffer means not related to acid and base concept here. Just name is acidic buffer, but the properties are not related to an acid, or basic buffer properties not related to a base. Basic buffer means always pH greater than 7. No, that is wrong. Maybe less than 7 also present. So like that, just name is acidic buffer, basic buffer, but not the character. Okay, now let us see first acidic buffer. Which mixture is called an acidic buffer? Let us see here. What is that here? A weak acid we have to consider, and it's salt with strong base. It's salt with which one here? Strong base. This mixture is called as which one? Acidic buffer. So I give the definition. Equimolar mixture of a weak acid and its salt formed with strong base. That mixture is said to be acidic buffer. So examples of acidic buffer: acetic acid, it is an weak acid, and with strong NaOH, it give a salt sodium acetate. So equimolar mixture of acetic acid plus sodium acetate is taken as buffer. It is known as acetate buffer. And second example also we see here, carbonic acid. It is one of the weak acids, and with any strong base like NaOH or KOH, we get which one? KHCO3. So this mixture is also called an acidic buffer and its name carbonate buffer. And third example we go for HCN is a weak acid with strong NaOH, it give NaCN. So HCN plus NaCN, that mixture also should be taken as which one? An example of acidic buffer. And another example also you can go here, H3PO2 hypophosphorus acid plus its salt NaH2PO2 sodium hypophosphite. So these are all examples of which one? Acidic buffer. And now let us see what is basic buffer. Basic buffer means same as acidic buffer. We have to give the definition. What is that here? Equimolar mixture of which one? A weak base plus its salt with strong acid. Its salt with strong acid. That equimolar mixture is known as which one? Basic buffer. Example here, one of the famous weak base is which one? NH4OH. With strong hydrochloric acid, this gives a salt NH4Cl. So this is one example for which one? That basic buffer. Otherwise we can consider NH4OH plus NH4 taken twice SO4, ammonium sulfate. That is also should be taken as example of basic buffer. Like that we can get which one here? Basic buffer. Now what are the questions let us get regarding preparation of buffer solutions? Let us see here. What are the questions? First question related to acidic buffer. See here. If you want to prepare an acidic buffer, we should have which one? Weak acid and here strong base. If these two will react, we get which one? Salt. Now weak acid plus salt mixture is said to be which one? Acidic buffer. So I will explain clearly here. To form one, which one here? Acidic buffer, we should consider which one and which one means weak acid and strong base. Upon these two reaction, we get a salt. Now this weak acid plus salt mixture should be called as acidic buffer. That means indirectly one hint we are getting here. First weak acid should react with strong base to give the salt. Then the formed salt and here the acid remaining will form an acidic buffer. That means after the formation of salt also some amount of weak acid should be here. Now that remaining weak acid and newly formed salt will combine to give the acidic buffer. That means in between weak acid and strong base, which should be in excess amount means weak acid, because to get the acidic buffer, this weak acid should combine with the salt. No need of strong base for the formation of here. Of course, in that it is helping, but weak acid plus salt mixture is said to be acidic buffer. So now one final conclusion is here. To form an acidic buffer in between weak acid and strong base, weak acid should be in excess amount. Then only that give which one? Acidic buffer. So one question related to this topic I give here. Which of the following mixtures will give an acidic buffer? So what are the mixtures? First option here, 50 ml of 0.1 m acetic acid plus 50 ml of 0.1 m NaOH. So, is the first option will give the is this option will give that acetate buffer or not? Let us see here. So 50 ml of 0.1 m NaOH. Now let us see, is that mixture will give or not give the acidic buffer. So we have to calculate millimoles. Millimoles means molarity into volume. That means here 50 into 0.5 means 5 millimoles of weak acid is given. Now let us see what is the base millimoles also. Again 50 into 0.1 means 5 millimoles of base. But actually to form an acidic buffer, weak acid should be in excess amount. So this first option is not true for the formation of acetic buffer or acetate buffer. Now come to the second example. 50 ml of 0.1 m acetic acid plus 100 ml of 0.1 m NaOH. So now first we have to multiply this molarity with volume to calculate millimoles. Again 50 into 0.1 means 5 millimoles only. This is again here 5 millimoles. Now let us see this one also. 100 into 0.1 means 10 millimoles. So here this is in excess amount. But for the formation of an acidic buffer, weak acid should be in excess amount. So this is also not true for the formation of acetate buffer. Now come to the third option. 100 ml of 0.1 m acetic acid plus 50 ml of 0.1 m NaOH. 100 into 0.1 means 10 millimoles we get. Here this is 5 millimoles. Yes, we got the correct option here. For the formation of acetate buffer or acidic buffer, weak acid should be in excess amount than that of strong base. So now this third option, there is a possibility. In this third option, there is a possibility for the formation of which one? Acidic buffer. So like that, regarding formation of acidic buffer, we get which one? Some questions. Same similarly in case of basic buffer also. For the formation of a basic buffer, a weak base should be in excess amount than that of strong acid. Okay, these are regarding which one? That preparation of that buffer solutions. Now let us see action of acidic buffer and also basic buffer. First, let us go for action of acidic buffer. So what is action of acidic buffer? We said that these buffer solutions resist the change in their pH value. How they will change, how they can resist the change in pH value even by addition of an acid or a base? Let us see here. So let us consider one example here. Acetic acid plus sodium acetate. In these two, acetic acid is a weak acid, so it undergoes only partial ionization to give acetate and H plus ions. Partial ionization means only 1% or 2% ionization takes place. That means most of the acid remain in molecular form only rather than in ionic form, because only 1% ionized. That means out of 100 molecules of acetic acid, only one or two dissociate into ions, but remaining 98 to 99 remain in form of molecule only. That means acetic acid is the major product, not H plus ions are not tested regarding this acetic acid. Now come to the sodium acetate, but this is an electrolyte, so it will undergo complete ionization to give acetate and Na plus ions. So overall, in a overall conditions, what are the species present in acetate buffer means one is acetic acid because due to partial ionization, and acetate ion Na plus ions. So I will write here what are present in this acetate buffer: acetic acid, acetate ions, Na plus ions. These are present in this which one? Acetate buffer. We have to remember those three. Now, by the addition of an acid, if a small amount of acid is added, what happens? Let us see. Addition of an acid. If any acid is added, that produces which one? H plus ions. If H plus ions remain like that only in the solution, there is a change in pH value because due to the increase in acidic nature. But they are showing resistance to change in pH value means, that means here these H plus ions will be disappeared by some action. So now which will take that role? Let us see here. These three members are present. Of course, acetic acid H plus ions means no reaction we expect. But acetate ions and H plus ions. So acetate and H plus ions will combine to give undissociated acetic acid. That means the H plus ions produced by that acid are removed by the acetate ions. That means there is no change in pH value because all H plus ions have been removed by acetate ion converted into acetic acid. So in a general language, we can write like this equation. A minus plus H plus gives HA. So in competitive exams, they give the question, when an acid is added to an acidic buffer, which reaction takes place to resist the change in pH value? So they give one of the options. In that one option is like this: A minus plus H plus gives HA. We have to take this answer. Now, by the addition of a base, if a base is added, now what happens? Let us see here. If a base is added, that produces which one? OH minus ions. Now these OH minus ions are removed by which one? This acetic acid, not Na plus, because if Na plus and OH minus means again we can get NaOH, no use for that. So now this acetic acid, that acetic acid react with OH minus and converts that into CH3COO minus and H2O. As all OH minus ions have been removed, now no change in their pH value. And general equation is here. This is which one? Acetic acid. So Ha plus OH minus gives H2O plus A minus we have to write. So this is action of an acidic buffer. Similarly, we have to see action of a basic buffer with NH4OH plus NH4Cl as an example. So let us see what is action of a basic buffer. So example for basic buffer: NH4OH plus NH4Cl. But here it is a weak base, so a partial ionization, but it is an electrolyte, so complete ionization. And overall the components present in this buffer NH4OH, NH4 plus and Cl minus. These are present in this basic buffer. Now these are taken as BOH, B plus, of course Cl minus means no need to write here. Now if a small amount of acid is added, so see here which will react, NH4 plus, H plus, no reaction. Cl minus H plus reaction is there, but again some extra acid is produced. So this is also not a good choice. Now come to NH4OH. This will react with H plus and produces NH4 plus H2O. So when acid is added, BOH will react with H plus ions and remove them as water. Now there is no change in pH value. This is the general equation. Now this is which one? If acid is added. Now if base added, what happens? Let us see here. If base is added, base produces OH minus ions. These OH minus ions now react with which one? Means here NH4 plus, and they produce as undissociated NH4OH. So example is here, general formula is what? OH minus plus B plus will give BOH. So like that here OH minus ions have been removed, therefore no change in pH value. So this is regarding which one here? Buffer action and conceptual questions and conceptual theory regarding which one? Buffer solutions. Okay, in our next video, let us discuss problems on buffer solutions and Henderson's equation buffer capacity. Okay, bye.